Hello, Facebook, Live, YouTube, and Twitch. Welcome to the Outlaws Sim Series here at the USA International Speedway. Not traditionally a NASCAR track, we're here to the grassroots of almost every single iRacing oval racer. Tonight we take to a 3/4 mile asphalt speedway, can also be dirt, in Lakeland, Florida. This track does not host races anymore as far as I know. And almost every single iRacer started doing street stocks at this racetrack. Tonight is also Veterans Day, Canadian Remembrance Day. And we're here to honor veterans all day long. Veterans of the armed forces, the military. And what more fitting venue to do that than at the USA International Speedway. We're here tonight. Practice is underway. It's actually a 2-hour practice session tonight. And right now we have about 30 minutes remaining. And of course, Malico, top of the charts. Who else? As we get ready to roll tonight, do not forget, tonight we have our charity. And with it being Veterans Week, today's charity is the Wounded Warrior Project. So make sure, if you wish to donate to the Wounded Warrior Project on behalf of the Outlaws Sim Series, go to our Facebook page, Outlaws Sim Series, and look at the posts most recent to today's race. There's a donation button on each of those posts that'll link you straight to this charity to donate to the Wounded Warrior Project on behalf of Outlaws Sim Series. When being the most, of course, we do this to have the final 30 minutes of practice broadcasted to you all, so everybody to enjoy some racing tonight. That being said, practice is underway. Like I said, Malico is top of the charts, and we have the Outlaw Sim Series has its own military veteran upon us tonight with Joseph Cossey, and let's see if we can get a word with Joseph Cossey as we get ready to rock tonight. And Joseph, you got me?
Yes, I do.
Right on. So, first of all, happy Veterans Day.
Appreciate it.
And I guess first of all, talk to us about your experience in the Army. From knowing you back on PlayStation, your username was Army, so I assume you're very proud of your time in the Army. So go ahead and talk to us about that.
I didn't get to spend a lot. I only did like 4 years. I only did 4 years. I got injured and I freaking wasn't able to do as much as what I was able to do. So.
Oh no, I'm sorry. But I guess you know, everybody knows the value of serving in the armed forces. Of course, it's on the behalf of defending your nation and representing your nation. But I guess whatever takeaway from your 4 years of service did you have from that?
I would say it made me a better person than what I was. Where I was going, where I was headed, I went in the right direction until I did join the Army.
That's fair enough, and I know you now have a family, and life seems to be well, at least without what's happened in 2020. But
yeah.
So that's good to know, and thank you for your service once again. But let's get to racing now. Winning last week, you are still in the start count. If you're able to make every single race from now to the end of the regular season, you should be eligible for the playoffs. I'm saying this just on the stats that I have.
Well, there's my a bid to do that then.
All right. So at the moment, you are locked in to the playoffs, and we'll throw up the playoff standings right now. You are the 9th seed.
That's good to know. Mm-hmm. That's good to know.
I'm pretty sure though you have to make every single start.
Then that's what I'll do.
Right on. But yep, I know you're lower in the standings just because you've made half the starts as everybody else, so you're scored as the 9th seed. But that being said, we know you're fast. We know you can win. So right now you're second on the practice charts. I assume the goal today is to win. But what is your goal today? I guess now being in the playoffs, is it to try to close up on the drivers ahead of you to move up your seating, or is it just
Yeah,
win?
I would like to move up my seating just so it don't look like I
Oh
came in.
my goodness.
I missed a whole bunch of races and then freaking just came in here one race and oh, I got a spot.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. I just saw somebody absolutely annihilate the pit wall right next to you. We're going to actually take a look at the replay. Oh man. That was a heavy hit. Oh, just flew into the pit wall. Anyway, back to about you. So second on the practice boards, can you get any more out of it? Can you get to Malenko? I know Malenko's very good at short tracks, but you have the experience on the service.
I know I could do a 9, but it's right now I'm just I don't know. I think I'm psyching myself out.
Fair enough. 265 laps. That is a beast of a lap count. How are you feeling about tackling that many laps tonight?
It's fine. I've done more than this, so I'm fine with it.
Well, fair enough. But yeah. So 265 laps. We ran clean and green last week. The narrative tonight is we're probably not gonna do that, but
I don't think that's gonna happen.
what are you feeling? Right now we're at a 25 car field, so what are you feeling the
It's gonna
incident
be
count
hard.
might be today?
It's gonna be a lot more than what was Michigan. Yeah, you got this gear that's not very good. I don't know about everybody else, what everybody else is thinking about doing, but I will mainly stick in third this whole race.
Fair enough. I think Malenko, the driver that is ahead of you on the practice board, is doing the exact same thing. But many drivers are gonna, do the shifting, which what are the disadvantages to shifting in the fourth?
You're losing time.
Okay.
You're losing time. With having to shift in the fourth, you're losing time. That's all it is. And then you're losing time having to shift back into third, going through the corner.
Is there any advantage maybe to saving tires with that? That could be valuable?
I could. I'm not exactly sure. But I think if you manage your tires well enough in third, it's going to play out that third was the gear to stay in, to be honest.
All right, and fair enough, Ben. I know you've been on the service a while, so you maybe have taken cars to wacky tracks. And it's not necessarily a wacky track, but when's the last time you've ran a race at USA on the service?
An ARCA car, I guess. I don't know.
I guarantee it's been a while because USA is probably one of the it's a track you probably start out with in street stocks or ARCA, like you said.
Yeah.
But how does it feel taking an Xfinity car around here?
Faster down the straightaways. It's a rocket down the straightaways.
No, fair enough. Compared to those street stocks, I'm sure, yeah. Right on. Well, we will let you get back to practice. 20 minutes left, and yeah, well, hopefully we'll be talking to you on the other side. And oh, there's the 23 again. Ben Park is not having a good day. Right out your right side window.
I've seen that. A lot of people ain't gonna be having fun.
All right. Well, it looks like you will be, but we'll let you get back to it.
All right, appreciate it.
And that was driver of the number 88, Joseph Cossi. It'll be shown as the 9 car on your broadcast, but he'll be scored as the 88. Let's see who else we can talk to. We did not talk to this driver last week at all. So it's going to be interesting, but let's see if we can get a word in with driver who's top of the charts right now, Malenko. Yeah, it's been a minute.
I've been way too long, Holmes.
Yeah, I think
know I
both
gotta
of
get
us
better and all that.
Yeah. I was like, I think both of us understood that you probably weren't gonna get an interview at Michigan. So how did Michigan go for you?
It was alright. I qualified third, kind of meddled around in like 6th and 7th during the race. Kind of, it's an okay day for a track. And, kind of track that I don't like, 2 miles, big oval, So it was better than I thought it would go. Did better on tires than I thought, but still, even though I did really good on tires, it was still slow on the long run. Don't know what I was really doing wrong, but it just comes with the territory.
Fair enough. So now, do you feel like you're back in your domain? Oh my goodness, there's a 3-4 car incident turn 1. Do you feel like you're back in your domain with a short track?
Well, of course. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to take the win here, because this is a short track. Pretty much everyone, if you do iRacing, everyone's pretty much familiar with USA. It's like the baseline track that you do other than Charlotte. I think other people are going to have, plenty of opportunity to win this race. Even though I am top of the practice, it's just everyone's pretty familiar with the track.
And fair enough. I was going to say this is like the grassroots of iRacing. Every oval racer has the opportunity to start at this track, and most did. So when is the last time you've ran USA on the service?
Beginning of this week 1 of this season. Don't know when that was, but week 1 of this season, the SK Modifieds won here. But other than that, it's been a while.
I see. And short tracks, you claim, and you prove to be your thing, your niche, if you would. So I can see you maybe visiting this track a little bit more than than a few others. Joseph didn't even remember the last time he was at this track. So, yeah, but anyway, how does it feel taking an Xfinity car around here? I assume you never have driven any car that's not like a specified short track car or like an ARCA car. Besides those cars, have you ever driven one of those beasts around here?
I've never driven an Xfinity car or any of the NASCAR series, unless you take the tour mods here. Other than that, I really haven't raced a NASCAR series here. And the Xfinity cars, unlike all of them, it's with the tour mod, you got those big wheels, so there's probably a lot of grip and traction. Just with these, since we're running so the gear we're running, the traction is kind of hard to get, and just you're really driving it into the corner and really fighting it on exit. So it's a handful, I'd say that, compared to driving all the other short track cars. This is definitely a handful compared to them.
Fair enough. And so, I mean, I know you have a couple wins on the season, so, I mean, playoffs aren't really on your mind at the moment. I guess it's just win is your main goal, or what is your goal coming into USA?
Really, it's just go out here and kind of do what I want. It'd be nice to, win, of course, get some, playoff points, help me out, in the playoffs. But at the end of the day, we're just out here. We're attempting to, make the best out of our time here on Wednesday, and hopefully don't make myself look like a jackass. That's about it.
Fair enough. Oh my goodness, there's that is Schumacher on his side on the front straightaway. Do you expect to be ending up anywhere beside 4 tires tonight?
Hopefully not.
Everybody's having some trouble. Oh no. There's another.
I may not want to get to that lap traffic. That's all I'm gonna say.
Well, best of luck to you in the race, and yeah, hopefully we're talking to you on the other side of it if your car is still around.
Hopefully.
Oh boy, this is gonna be a fun one. But best of luck to you.
Yep. Thank you.
And that was driver of the number 7, Malenko, and let's see. Let's see if we can get a. Oh, I don't know. We didn't talk to Max Service last week, but he was pretty fast, or did we? No, I don't think we did. No, he was. He did chase down Joseph Cossi. But yeah, let's see if we can get a word in from Max Service, huh? And then we'll carry on with the rest of what we're getting ready to do. And we're going to be joined with driver of the number 81, Max. You got me?
Yes, sir.
And first I want to say happy Canadian Remembrance Day. That is today, correct? Yeah?
Yes, it is.
Right on. And so thank you. I know I'm not Canadian, but still thanking if you have any family members or friends who have served in the Canadian military or Canadian Armed Forces. That being said, do you have anybody you'd like to honor from the Canadian military? And it's okay if you don't.
I don't believe so.
Fair enough. So we'll keep it racing then. With 13 minutes of practice remaining, you are you were higher. You've actually dropped down to 6th on the chart. But do you think you can get any more out of that car?
I think there's certainly a little bit there to have. On the lap I ran, I messed up 3 and 4 a little bit. It's certainly tough to get a good clean lap in here, in practice at least. But I think there's a little bit more, but I don't expect it because, you know, it's rough to put a clean lap together.
There is synchronized spinning going all around this track. What is making this track so difficult?
I think it's a combination of really having to run in 3rd gear to be quick around here, and just USA kind of being tricky in general. You know, if you put the brake bias too low, the car naturally already wants to turn in because you're in 3rd, so it just comes around really easy, and then off the corner, if you put a little too much throttle on it, it's got too much torque.
All right, so when's the last time you've ran at USA on VI Racing service?
We're coming up on a year on iRacing here, so probably a solid 9-10 months since I've been at USA.
I was gonna say this track is definitely what people would consider the grassroots of iRacing oval racers and dirt oval racers for that matter. This track is always on those rookie and D class schedules. That being said, have you ever driven an Xfinity car or any other high horsepowered asphalt car around this track?
No, I don't think the street stocks are considered high power, so definitely not. I think other than the street stock and the dirt street stock, I don't think I've ever even ran here. I might have messed around for like 5 minutes here at one point, but I don't recall doing that, so not exactly sure.
Fair enough. That being said, what I know the setup isn't preferred for most drivers, but what are the challenges of having a 650 horsepower big heavy stock car around a short track that's not even meant for these cars?
You know, I think it's fun. I really enjoy it because, you know, you're barreling off into the corners, and then you got to get it real slowed down because they're pretty tight corners for the track, but they've got a lot of banking, so you got to get it off in there, and then coming out of the corner, it just wants to kick loose the entire way, which is absolutely fantastic to try and control. I think it's a lot of fun.
Fair enough. Last week, Michigan, you were fast, but to no avail. How are you looking to improve off of that?
Honestly, at this point, after kind of the run we've had as of late, I just want a clean race and stay out of trouble, which I don't think is going to happen here. But
this is a rough track.
even last week, me and Malenko managed to try and wreck. We didn't, but we certainly tried. So if we can avoid that, that'd be nice.
Yeah, I don't know about this track being that case, but that being said, how is it going to? I know it's pretty difficult to pass here. How is it gonna be if you're encountering lap traffic while you're in a battle for position?
Oh, I don't know. I would certainly hope that we can, at very least, if they're a couple laps down, get out of the way. That'd be nice. But I think it's gonna have to be a lot of sitting behind cars and just trying to hope that we're gonna be able to get around them. But in certain cases, you might have to pull a bump and run.
Fair enough. Well, we're gonna let you get to it, and hopefully you can maybe move your way up the charts a little bit. Hopefully we're talking to you on the other side of it.
Hopefully.
Right on. Best of luck to you tonight.
Thank you.
And that was driver of the number 81 Max Service, and I want to get a quick interview in with the driver of the number 8, Landon Cardullo. And Landon, oh man, what is it? You are bad fast, but last week. So such a big margin just gone. What happened? Was it tires or?
I smacked the wall coming out of 4, and it just made it super tight. And then I was kind of basing off what everybody else was doing with the pit strategy, and of course I got the short stick of it, and I ran out of fuel, and it just set me back, and it was terrible. But it's a new week, and see what this brings us.
I was gonna say, okay, so we're at USA. When is the last time you've ran at USA on the service?
Like 5 years ago.
That's what I'm thinking. Everybody, this is the iRacing oval drivers grassroots, if you will. This is on every rookie and D class series schedule.
Yep.
That being said, have you ever driven a stock car around here, like any other high horsepower beast besides the ARCA car? Because I know it's actually traditionally on the schedule for ARCA. But have you driven any of those cars on here?
The only thing I did was run like 3 laps in a truck around Langley. That is the only thing that I've done in something more powerful than a street stock. And that's pretty sad. But it's going to be a big learning curve, I think, for all of us. So I guess we'll see, right?
Right. Sorry, I was just looking at my messages to scan some information. But so what are the challenges today? I know the setup isn't optimal for most drivers, but sticking more to just the big heavy car, high horsepower on a track that's not built for these cars. What are going to be the biggest challenges today?
I mean, I think it's the same thing every week, and that's just stay out of other people's messes, especially here. People are gonna use up their tires a lot more than others, and they're gonna get tight or get loose, and either smack the wall or lose it off the corner. You just gotta try to avoid them, and same goes for yourself. If you're flying it into 1 or 2, you gotta be careful because these things do snap.
Yes, they do. So I know you're fast. You're 4th right now on the board. Can we see you have long run pace today? Is that on the menu today?
God, I hope so. Well, these past couple weeks have not been in my favor just because I suck on the long run. But I've kind of came to the fact like, hey, Landon, you need to calm down and save some tires before getting a 5-second lead on second place, 1 lap in. So, but it's nice. But I got a new teammate, Reese Schaefer over there. Stole all the money from last week because I was pissed, but I gave him 1 sponsor. So
I was gonna say that car is blank. What did y'all do?
I don't know. He's like, hey, can I get some money? And I said, no, but I will give you a little decal, and I put it on the back. So.
All right, that being said, I had the playoff standings wrong, so here's the correct playoff standings. I know you're not in the hunt yet, or actually, I don't think you're going to make enough starts. So, I guess what's the season goal? I know the goal is to win. What's the season goal for you?
Just to learn and gain experience, and I've been racing around these guys for a couple weeks now, and just trying to make some friends heading into next season. So if there is a next season, then I'll definitely be contending, in my opinion, for a championship, or at least try to have enough speed to contend for one. So I guess we'll see, but I'm loving it so far.
Oh, for sure. So it looks like everybody's lining up and getting ready to I guess pay their tributes to the vets on today, Veterans Day. Do you have any vets to acknowledge?
I do. My great grandpa, he was in the Korean War. He sadly lost his life a couple years ago. So, this day kind of means a lot to me and my family. So, if anything happens, this will be for him.
Fair enough. Hey, we're gonna let you get to it here, and best of luck to you in the race tonight, and thank you for your great grandfather's service.
Yes.
Right on, but we'll let you get to it.
All right, thank you, Emerson. You're the best.
Thank you. And that was Landon Cardillo. And what's going on here right now is the practice session is effectively over. These drivers are on track right now, and they are doing a slow lap around here. They're going to stop these cars and line up everybody one by one. Look at the parking job that they are doing. Quite a beautiful sight. So, as these drivers come to a complete stop, we're going to take a moment of silence and acknowledge the veterans who have served in the armed forces, both United States and Canadian, and any other nations having Remembrance Days today. And once they're that, we're going to have a minute of silence in their honor. Quite a large grid, so it's going to take a moment to get everybody lined up. That being said, the Outlaws have their own set of veterans, and this is not everybody, but this is the ones we were at least able to gather moments before the race. Here's a list of them, of course. Race controller John Mickey, sergeant from the United States Marines, Private First Class Joseph Cossey, driver to number 88 for the United States Army, and many family members on that list. But we'll give them their moment of silence, and once these drivers come to a complete stop, that minute of silence will begin. We will now let these drivers finish up here. We will now begin a moment of silence in recognition of United States and Canadian, all military members across the world. Thank you. And the track is now open for business. Qualifying is underway. We have Reese Schaefer right now on the track. So right now, Reese Schaefer is top of the charts over Malico, Max Service, Jacob Zolla, James Gilliard. Gilliard showing some speed here early in qualifying. We'll find Justin Wood making his way onto the track. Justin Wood making his first ever Outlaws Sim Series start. And he begins his qualifying run. Justin Wood, his first lap goes 12th quickest. I think that's going to do it for Justin. His second lap must not have been valid, but we catch up with Landon Cardula. Landon Cardula works his way down the back straightaway. His first lap went 5th quickest. Cardulo. Right now 6th. His next lap puts him 5th quickest. Into the barrier he goes. Catch up. Theron Elam Jr. making his second ever Outlaws Sim Series start. This is a large grid. Guys, I don't think you understand how large this grid is. I think we're getting close to 30 cars. But Kyle Lingerfelt with some qualifying pace. That is very exciting. And now Farron Elam Jr. in 16th. Catch up with Tyler Markle. I think we're near 27 cars tonight at one of the smaller tracks on the circuit. Right now, Tyler Markle is 14th quickest. So Tyler Markle comes to a stop. We'll catch up with Seth Berger and Burger Nation. If you're watching, at least on the Facebook, I know YouTube has had a problem. YouTube is, I think, crashed. And that is unfortunate right now. Hopefully Burger Nation has found a way to the Facebook page. That is where we are live right now. As well as my personal Twitch. That's more for the highlights side of this. But YouTube right now having errors. Right now, Seth Berger 17th is not what we'd expect out of him. We'll see if the second time improves. It does to 15th. That'll do it for Seth Berger and most of company. We have 28 cars at least tonight, and registration is still open the next 3.5 minutes. And with 3.5 minutes remaining, once again, we will give our thanks to the veterans and servicemen and women that we were able to recognize. This is the list we were able to gather. There's many more. Of course, the top two: John Mickey, Sergeant John Mickey from the United States Marine Corps. He is one of our two race controllers. And Private First Class Joseph Cossey, driver at number 88. The rest, family members and friends of drivers we were able to get in contact with. And as you heard, Landon Cardillo also had some, and I'm sure many, many more drivers, along with many of you watching at home or wherever you're watching. Just want you to know, no matter, even if you're not an American, even if you're a Canadian, I know it's Canadian Remembrance Day, any military personnel, veterans, active, it doesn't matter. We thank them for their service and their contributions to their respective nation tonight on Remembrance Day. It means the world. It really does for many, many people around the nation, around the globe, to have a military that is able to protect and stand for their nation, even for those who may not be physically able to. As I know, that is a concern for many people, and ultimately what stops many people from contributing even if they want to. So from the bottom of our hearts and every single person's heart here at the Outlaws Sim Series, we thank you, military, veterans, service members, active, off-duty, or finished with your service. We thank you. My apologies, but as qualifying draws to a close, Reese Schaefer will start on the provisional pole, or on the pole position here for the Outlaws Sim Series at USA International. That being said, we have our starting grid to go through. So row number 1, Reese Schaefer will start on the front row, and alongside of him he'll have Kyle Lingerfelt. Fallback row number 2, we'll have Malenko and Max Service. Row 3, Landon Cardulo and Jeremiah Stutzman. Row number 4, Joseph Kelsey and Andrew Pratt. Row number 5, Farron Elam Jr. and Jacob Zala. Row 6, Tyler Markle and Benjamin Park. Row 7, James Gilliard and Kevin Thompson. Row number 8, Seth Berger and Daniel Park. Row number 9, we'll have Adrian Schumacher and Adam Gardner. Row number 10, Joshua McClune and Jason Miz. Row number 11, Andrew St. Cor and Devin Smith. Row number 12, Matthew Setzer and Justin Wood. Row number 13, Eric Peck, Brandon Richardson. And row number 14, Doug Solms and Garrett Velzy. We have practice results to go through as well. As practice drew to a close, we didn't necessarily get a good view of them, so here they are on your screen. Malenko top of the charts over Joseph Kossi, Jeremiah Stutzman, Landon Cardulo, Reese Schaefer, and more. So it'll be interesting to see what goes on. Oh no! Adam Gardner. Apparently he's crashed, according to the log, but looks like he is still out there. Lights are off on the pace car, so it looks like we're going green this time. I don't believe that. I feel like we will get at least one more lap. And yes, we will. The pace car stays out. So, again, Reese Schaefer, Kyle Lingerfelt, the front row. Reese Schaefer, in his second ever start of the Outlaws Sim Series, is ready to go from USA International. Kyle Lingerfelt to his outside. Max Service, Malenko, the short track ace himself, self-proclaimed and backed up, by the way. We'll leave it at that. But 28 cars, the biggest grid for the Outlaws Sim Series ever, as they round through turns 3 and 4 on the grassroots of iRacing. Reese Schaefer will lead the field to the green. Oh, we have a crash in the back. Devin Smith's gone round. Take a replay of it right here. And this is the start. And Devin Smith drives into the corner. He spins. We stay green. Reese Schaefer continues to lead up front. Looks like caution is on the speedway. With that being said, the drivers have slowed down. Oh, there was another crash. Farron Elam Jr. has crashed. We'll take a look at a replay as the caution comes out for the first time tonight. Into the corner, Farron locks up, slides right in front of Zala and right in front of Tyler Marco. He collects Seth Berger. Looks like until McClune. Oh, sends. Oh, there was more contact with Solms. Oh no. Schumacher has gone round as well. And Schumacher, oh, Kevin Thompson slid right in front of Schumacher, had nowhere to go. Gardner got involved. Justin Wood was taken to the wall with Eric Peck. Big incident. See if we can get the entire story with Kevin Thompson going round. Goes to the outside. He gets tagged from the 23 of Ben Park, and man, that collected everybody on back. It's right on the visor cam of Adrian Schumacher. Oh, man. Not much he could have done. Let's see with Theron Elam Jr. Oh, man. That is... It's tight. It's so hard on cold tires, and then in the middle of a pack, and it is a difficult track as well with high horsepowered cars. Very, very difficult for all these drivers. We're under the yellow still, and many drivers in the pit lane trying to save a faster pair. Lap 6 of 265. Looks like we are doubling up. Eric Peck is not going to be able to get out in front of the pace car. Looks like it's going to be Reese Schaefer, though, holding on to the lead. Ahead of Kyle Lingerfelt. And all those involved. Devin Smith, Doug Solms, Adam Gardner, Joshua McClune, Justin Wood, Kevin Thompson, Seth Berger, Adrian Schumacher, Tyler Markle, Eric Peck, Theron Elam Jr. All involved in that accident, but we will go another lap under this caution period. That was a tough incident. Again, it's a tough track. We don't run these cars at this track we never do. This is actually was a surprise to the schedule, to many drivers. The admins, of course, chose the schedule. I was one of the admins. I did not pick this track, by the way. I picked Bristol and Montreal. And here comes the field as they work their way through turn 4. Reese Schaefer is going to lead us back to green. Kyle Lingerfeld around the outside. Lingerfeld gets the better jump as we roar down to turn number 1. Schaefer, Lingerfeld continue to duke it out up front. Still side by side for the race lead. Schaefer clears. Back here, the drama continues. Way back in the pack, this is Tyler Markle, Adam Gardner duking it out. Everybody up front, single file for the most part. Kossi going around Jeremiah Stutzman. Stutzman falling back. Somebody's lagging there. It's the 25 of Zala. Probably be told to have it settle down, or he'll be asked to drop back out of harm's way. But right now, not too much of an effect to what's going on here. I think Adrian Schumacher has gone around. We continue. We'll catch a replay of it, actually. Schumacher. He has to slow down for Justin Wood. Gets back going. I guess that was it. Schaefer continues up front. Now Malenko lining up how he's going to pass Kyle Lingerfelt. We watch from the visor cam of the 7. We'll send it to the inside. Side by side for second. Malika trying to get the power down. He's going to send it into 3. Cardulo waiting in the wings. Still side by side. Now Malenko clears Lingerfeld. Or not clears, but scoring has him ahead of Lingerfeld at the start finish. And now Cardulo setting up Kyle Lingerfeld. This for third. Cardulo clears Lingerfeld. Lingerfeld has to try to settle in. Back here, Tyler Markle. Mired back in traffic. This is P20. So continue to flip through drivers back here. Take a look at this battle back here. I'm sorry, this is the wrong battle. Jacob Zala, Jeremiah Stutzman duking it out for P7. This is earlier on. I guess the lag didn't really help out with that. We'll catch up with Andrew Pratt though, making his way. That's Jacob Zala. This was for P7 at the time. Zala lagging up high. Pratt to the inside, and he cleared him. Go back live. Seth Berger is making his way through the field right now in P16. Oh, somebody in the wall. It's a 95 of Devin Smith. Back here, though, Seth Berger had to restart at the rear. And is now worked his way back up to 16th. Working lap 21 of 265. Oh, the battle for the lead. Malenko's gone by Reese. I'll have to take a look at the replay here. The battle for the lead. Malenko on Reese Schaefer. Let's see. Malenko, the self-proclaimed short track racer. Able to back it up. Chasing down Reese Schaefer and getting by him. And then Schaefer fought hard on the outside, but Cardulo followed suit. Cardulo clearing Reese Schaefer there. Now we go live. Can we see if Cardulo can make any headway on Malenko? Riding from the visor of driver Landon Cardulo. Again, understanding that the YouTube stream is not up because YouTube as a service has crashed. Here comes the leaders approaching lap traffic. Can Cardulo make his way around Malenko using Justin Wood as a pick? Lap 25 of 265 here at USA. And Justin gets out the way. Of course, they continue to battle for the lead. Cardulo and Malenko. I wonder if Malenko's feeling the pressure. I doubt he is, but Malenko, normally when he gets to the lead at a short track, he's not really being challenged. Right now, he is from Cardulo. Now, does he remember, though, Cardulo is not too good on the long run? But neither really is is Malenko. So we continue down to turn 2 and onto the back straight. Cardula trying to turn under Malenko on exit. Cardullo getting to the back bumper. Now Cardullo really piles on the pressure. This is such a cool shot. Looking from the visor of Landon Cardullo. Camera sitting on top of the visor. The 2 leaders, they approach lap traffic. Joseph Cossi, Jacob Zala had their own battle for 6th. Take a look at a replay. Of course, Zala blinking out doesn't really help his own case. And Cossi made easy work of it. Is Cardullo wasting his tires, pushing this much to stay with Malenko? Or is he forcing Malenko to use his tires up too much? This is such a cool shot, man. I am geeking out over this. Honestly, I am so proud of myself to make a shot like that. Down the back straightaway we go. The top 2 still nose to tail. Cardullo looking for a way round Malenko. And on board of Malenko here. See a view out in front of Malenko. Smoke up ahead. Oh, Schumacher I think's gone round. Take a look at it. Schumacher sent it to the inside of the 18 and he spun right there. Setzer was able to miss him. Yeah, it's just, it's tough. Again, this track just continues to be... Oh, Cossi is making his way through the field. He's gone by Andrew Pratt for 5th. Take a look at the replay. Oh, Pratt got the wall. Oh, no. See what happened? Oh, there was a slow car in service, put Pratt... Oh, man. Oh, no, the lap car of Doug Solms. Let's see here. So they were catching the lap car, and Andrew St. Coris crashed. Well, looks like we continue. So here, Solms trying to get out the way, clips the grass. Service has to avoid him. Collects Pratt, and oh man. And Cossi still trying to get under service, and man. That was tough. Now we'll see Andrew St. Cor going round. Comes off of turn 2 here. Now he spins by himself to the inside. Keeps it off the inside wall first. And now noses it into the barrier. He'll get back going. But Top 2. Landon Cardulo's lost a little bit of an advantage on Malenko. We'll see if Kossi can chase back down Max Service. Zala having trouble. And not only with his internet. Working lap 42 of 265. Again, Malenko continues to open up his advantage. Back here of Adam Gardner. It's gone a lap down. Now we find Seth Berger, who's on the rise. Seth Berger, remember, starting at the back from crashing out, or not crashing, but having an incident on lap 1. Had to come in, repair damage back in the mid-20s. Max Service just actually got past Reese Schaefer. We'll take a look at that. Service just drove up to Reese, and it's been a while since Reese has been on the service, so long run speed may not be his forte. Stutzman right now getting to around Andrew Pratt just happened. They continue to duke it out. Lingerfeld now gets by Jacob Zala. Tyler Markle now all over the back end of Dan Park. How hard is Tyler going to be? How aggressive is Tyler going to be to try to get around Dan? They are friends. Does he try to bump Dan out of the way, though? Tyler rolls up to the back bumper. Tyler Markle all over the back end there. Dan Parking now pulls up to the left side. Oh, contact! I don't know if that was in the plan. The Park now really holding up Tyler Markle. Markle now falls back into the clutches of McLuhan, and Markle has to save it. Big moment there for Tyler Markle. Now getting it pressured from Josh McLuhan. Oh no, Landon Cardullo has gone round. Oh no. Here he was. He just spun off of turn 4 all by himself. And, oh, very little damage. He's not out of it. He needs a yellow to get back in it. But he can get back into this race. That's right on board with Landon Cardullo. He just got into power too quickly to lock it down. Man, he got close to that wall. Finds himself back here in 9th as Adam Gardner hits the pit lane. This being said, lap 54 of 265. Let's go ahead and take a moment. Oh, big moment! Speaking of taking a moment for Josh McClune. What a save, but McClune is going a lap down. See if we can take a look at what happened. I think he just got on the gas a little too quickly as well. It's tough. It really is tough to hold on. That continues. Malico continues to do his work on the track. Let's take a little moment to go full throttle here at USA. Back here at USA International, we did not take a moment earlier to look at the track facts. So we're going to do that now in the race info. Of course, it is nighttime here in Lakeland, Florida. 265 laps, 75% fuel load, 6 sets of tires for each car tonight with 1 faster pair, unlimited overtime attempts. As we tackle tonight, 66 degrees, the air temperature, 47% humidity, partially cloudy with 3 mile per hour winds. Not that different. A little cool. Track temp is 74, but it is nighttime as well. We're also very close to sea level, so the humidity only being 40% is actually kind of surprising. 139 feet above sea level. That is not too high at all. We get back to racing. Malico continuing his domination up front. A couple of off tracks while we were in full throttle. Miz went off the track. What a save. Wow. And Ben Park went off the track. Able to keep it off the wall. Was was not as lucky. Jeremiah Stutzman got past Joseph Kossi for P4. So Kossi must have had an issue. Oh, Kossi went round! What a save from Joseph Kossi, though. Take a look at it. He's battling Reese Schaefer, and he slid on entry to avoid hitting Reese, and what a save! What a save. Let's see if we can see that again. Oh, I want to look at this. How this all started. Here he was, getting the run on Schaefer. To send it in. Wow. That is car control. That is car control. Cardullo working his way back through the field. He's got the pace now. But, he doesn't have the track position in his favor. He needs a yellow to come out in his favor if he's going to win this race, honestly. I don't see him catching Malenko without Malenko making a mistake. Thank you, Charles. I do know YouTube was down, and looks like Mark Berger has found the YouTube page saying Burger Nation Go 77. Glad to have everybody joining us as YouTube is coming back online. Spread the word that YouTube is back online. We'd love to have everybody, all of our normal viewers joining us, and of course any new viewers welcome to join us as well here at USA International. This is not a traditional NASCAR track, so to have a NASCAR sanctioned series car at this track is truly insane. I mean, a national NASCAR series. This is a 650-pound horse-powered beast on a short track meant for street stocks and modifieds. So very, very cool stuff. Landon Cardullo right now, he was running second earlier. He's now back here. And Kossi now looks to get back on Reese Schaefer. That was a battle for position earlier. Kossi looks like he's found his way back by Jeremiah Stutzman. We got a little battle for third brewing. When Kossi gets back, oh no, Ben Park has made another off track. Oh, and Reese Schaefer holds on to it. Loses control right in front of Kossi. Now Kossi going sliding through the corner. Oh my goodness. This is insane. What saves from both of them. They're driving their hearts out. Great, great car control from both Joseph Kossi and Reese Schaefer. Got to go back the lap prior when this happened. Look at the previous incident. Reese Schaefer, he just gets on the gas a little too soon. Right in front of Joseph Kossi. Kossi has to avoid. He goes to not a preferred line into the corner, and he slides right in front of Schaefer. And both great, great saves. I want to know what Stutzman was thinking when all this was going on, but Ben Park has made an off track. We'll go and take a look at it and what has happened. This is not it. Oh no. See if we can find it here. Oh, he got the apron. He didn't hit the wall though. No, he was able to get back going. No harm, no foul. We continue. Ben Park right now 23rd. Not prime. Ben Park does have pace. Just, I don't know if he was consistent enough to handle the pace, to be quite honest. Having a rough day, but again, he's still very new to the service. Make no mistake, he's doing great things for the amount of time he's been on this service. We continue to log laps here. This is Max Service trying to chase down Malenko. And I think he was at one point. Not quite sure what happened to the interval, but it definitely dropped. Here's a battle right here between Theron Elam Jr. and Devin Smith. Smith also under attack from a driver who's a lap ahead of him. This is Andrew St. Cyr. And there's Jason Miz. That's a battle for position as well, right around us. 3 cars in that battle. Potentially, looks like even more. Kevin Thompson in here as well. McClune on Thompson. This continues to battle. And Brew. There's Devin Smith and Farron. Oh! Somebody's caught the wall. Nothing's eliminated. That was just from what we heard. And look at Andrew Pratt, the lead lap car, trying to work his way through it. Pratt is not in that battle. Scoring just had a mistake right there. Pratt just wants out. He wants to get away from all of that. What's happening right here? Now Cardullo works his way. Oh man. Lap traffic for Layden and Cardullo. This is going to be fun. It's Cardullo trying to chase down Pratt. Cardillo trying his hardest to really get the power down. Here he goes, working his way past Elam. And Smith slides right in front of Cardullo. He saves it. Cardullo works his way past. You see Pratt driving away up ahead. He's just got one more lap car in between them. Cardullo and Pratt do. They have Josh McClune, who's a pretty fast lap car as Cardullo gets the wall. And into the pit lane goes Lingerfelt. Is this what's going to make it a 2-stop race? We pit at 9180 and go to 265. Well, really, 270, but 265. You have room for green, white, checkers. There's only 8 cars in the lead lap as the Lingerfeld is pitted. He's down and away. Somebody's gone. Dan Park has gone off the track. Oh, no. Oh, man. Oh, he was battling his brother, too. What happened? They made contact. The brothers got into it. Dan Park and Ben Park, and Ben wrecked Dan. And Farron Elam Jr. got a piece of that. Oh, man. He was right behind Andrew St. Cyr. Got loose. He had to avoid. He got the wall and had to avoid the wrecked Daniel Park sitting right there. Malenko has hit the pit lane. So Max Service now currently holds the lead. And apparently Park went off the track for 6 seconds. Oh, it was this. But, unbelievable. And gets clipped from brother Ben and into the wall. Wow. The brothers took each other out. That's really what happened. Reese Schaefer, Jeremiah Stutzman in the pit lane. Seth Berger in the pit lane. Andrew Pratt is now in. Reese Schaefer. Jeremiah Stutzman. Down and away. That's a battle off of pit lane. Max Service stays out. He's coming to pit lane now with Jacob Zala. Here comes Joseph Cossi to the pit lane and Landon Cardullo following suit. He's not going to run it out of gas. Malenko right now in turns 1 and 2. Looking to easily get past that. Gilliard is staying now along with Kevin Thompson. Miz, Andrew St. Cyr. Reese Schaefer is back here. Where does he come out in relation to Max Service? Service already in his stall getting right sides. Max Service will be racing. Reese Schaefer on pit exit. Malenko goes by as the leader. Will be long gone. 7, 8 seconds and Service is just coming off the pit lane. And Service has still got to keep it down there. A slow car in front of him, that's Doug Solms, and Kevin Thompson right now has scored second. He has yet to pit. But look at Kevin Thompson. We'll give him the credit he does deserve, and it's keeping that car out of trouble. Take over second, but here comes Service and Reese Schaefer. They're going to quickly knock him down. Jason Miz, Andrew St. Cyr, James Gillier, Jeremiah Stutzman, all into the pit lane. Stutzman looks like he's in for an extended visit. And the battle here for second between Max Service and Reese Schaefer. Andrew Pratt is now in. 165 laps to go here at the USA International Speedway. Now Kevin Thompson hits the pit lane. Seth Berger is in. I think this also goes to show the drivers who pitted under that caution were able to go a few laps longer. Makes the rest of the race pretty simple. Just pit at 80 laps or go as long as you can on the second tank for green white checkers. You'll be all set should they happen. So here's Reese Schaefer. He is shifting. And then he's downshifting to try to get through the corner. He has to obviously upshift on the straightaway. Oh, lappers. Reese thinks better of it, but he wanted to send it 3 wide. Andrew Pratt has had his own off track. Farron Elam Jr. is now also coming to the pit. Oh, man. What happened? He was battling Jeremiah Stutzman. Oh, and they made contact. Oh, man. How is that not a yellow? Both of those drivers are admin, and neither one of them called it. Yes, they decided it was all good. We'll ride on board with Andrew Pratt. Stutzman to his outside. There they are making contact, and bam. That could have been a yellow, but we stay green. Farron Elam, Andrew Pratt in the pit lane. And a good day gone south. Andrew Pratt, I'm pretty sure, used a faster pair there. If we stay green, no problem. If we don't, uh-oh. We gotta think about the aggression that you have. But, I want to use this helmet cam with race leader Malenko so we can see how he does a lap around USA. He's right now keeping it in third gear. And that is how he's taking this track. See what Max Service does. Here comes off the turn 4. He keeps it in third gear. I know Schaefer is shifting. The service keeps it there in third. Reese Schaefer. You hear the upshift. He's got a brake. Slow down to downshift. A couple mile per hour slower. And it does help with the exit to downshift to third, but I don't see the advantage on the straightaway. If it's really helping. Joseph Cossey said he's keeping it for. Let's see if Landon Cardulo is shifting. He is not. Joseph Cossey said in an interview earlier that he's going to be shifting. And look at this, Brandon Richardson. Brandon Richardson is right now in the 6th position. And it is a great run for Brandon. Look at him go from 6th position in his number 29 Toyota. He's catching up to lap traffic there, Doug Solms. I saw there's comments. I'll get to them in a hot sec. But I understand Richardson has a fan most weeks. And this is a great run. This really is. I'm actually stoked for Brendan Richardson right now in 6th position. And this could be huge if he can start stringing some races together. He could make a run at the playoffs. But what a great day thus far. He is 20 spots up from where he started, Brendan Richardson. 20. That is insane. We'll take a look at the chat. Thank you, veterans. This would not be possible without all of you. Exactly. Today is Veterans Day. Today is Canadian Remembrance Day. Make sure you, if you're able to, thank a service member, active or vet. Anybody, thank them for their service. Recognize them. Show them support and love that they desperately deserve. That they deserve. They put their lives on the line. They make the ultimate sacrifice for their respective nation, and it means the world. From us at Outlaws Sim Series to support veterans, and of course today's charity is the Wounded Warrior Project. Make sure, if you're able to donate, please do donate through our Facebook page on the posts about today's race. Donate on to the Wounded Warrior Project. You can go straight through our Facebook page to the donation button on those posts. Will take you straight to this charity. If you wish to help out veterans in any way, if you're financially able to, please do. Especially when today is Veterans Day. That would make it all the more better. Some of the Outlaws Sim Series veterans themselves, we gathered a few. This is definitely not all. This is just the ones we could quickly gather together. I know Cardullo had some he mentioned in his interview, and I'm sure many, many more in the Outlaws Sim Series have veterans and active service members in their families, or could be service members themselves, like driver of the number 88, Joseph Cossey. He was a veteran. He served 4 years in the United States Army. Private First Class Joseph Cossey. Race Controller John Mickey, Sergeant E5 from the United States Marine Corps. And family members and friends. I'm sure Burger Nation may know a few of those people in the middle. And just once again, if you're able to thank them for their service, please, and let them know from the Outlaw Sim Series, we care, we support as much as we can. That being said, Pam Williams says, "Thank you, veterans. We owe you all. For your service. Go, Seth. Your nation is behind you 100%. Let's go, Seth Berger." And Seth definitely has been on a run. We'll find him. Not a great run right now. He is right now 4 spots from where he started in the negative direction, but he got into a lap 1 incident. He had to restart in the mid-20s, and right now Seth Berger running right now in the 19th position, and he can make up spots from there. Let's ride on board with Seth Berger, and let's give Burger Nation some TV time from Seth Berger with the all-new visor helmet camera that is right now positioned on top of the driver's visor on their helmet. Seth Berger. This is a tough track. This is not the spot I know you Burger Nation wants him to be in. Unfortunately, it's part of it. You're not gonna have great days all the time, but still a good day in itself. He's been able to move up quite a few spots from his first lap incident. Now let's see. Berger right now, this is on Benjamin Park. This is not for position. He's actually quite a ways away from his next spot. So we'll let him do his work, and we'll find race leader Malenko. And I mean, last week I don't even think we said his name that much, if at all, really. Maybe just when we were going through the starting lineup and results. But Anyway, Malenko right now, he's a self-proclaimed short track racer specialist, if you will, and he's able to back it up. He shows up and he is doing his thing. And all the power to him if he's able to back it up. Then that's all the more reason to carry it on. But Malenko, dominating performance right now. 7.5 second advantage. It is a huge advantage. Malenko's coming through turn 2. Max Service is at the start finish now. Max Service trying his hardest to chase down Malenko. But to no avail. Let's see what is going on around the track. Jeremiah Stutzman, 15th position. The battle? Well, there really isn't one. But there's a battle, actually. Cossi on Cardulo as they go at it. Cardulo giving him a bump, trying to find a way around Joseph Cossi. Cossi not feeling any pressure. Battle for 4th. It continues, and Stutzman was a name in this battle until he had an incident with Andrew Pratt. Now it's Jeremiah Stutzman 1 lap down to this battle. Cossi holding off Cardulo for 4th. Joseph Cossi now opens up the gap down the straightaway. It's right on board with Landon Cardulo. Oh, he's going to get loose. He saves it, but that's really going to hurt his chances in that battle. Now Cardulo's really got to pick it up. He's now over a second behind now. And that was one of our closest battles on the track. Battle for position here. St. Cor and Miz. They go at it. And I'm going to be honest, that is the only battle for position on the track within 1 second of one another. And St. Cor tries to fend off Jason Miz. They now find Joseph Cossi. These two lap cars, if they can get around Cossi, that could in turn help out Cardulo to get back into that battle. It's a long shot. Cardulo over a second back. I guess it's not too much of a long shot. He's still within range to get into that battle. But now Andrew St. Cor is opening up on Miz, and that is really going to leave the battles on this track. Here's one. Peck getting passed by Seth Berger. Berger into 17th position. Berger Nation rise up. He's moved up a couple more spots. Let's see. Mark Berger says Seth's grandpa, U.S. Army veteran Phil Berger. I talked to Seth earlier. Did I get him on the list? We'll pull it up again. But there's about 3 or 4 on there that he sent me. And I don't believe one of them was. But anyway, nonetheless, thank him for his service, Phil Berger, if you're able to. And we thank him for his service in the United States Army. Of course, this is Mark Berger saying this from the chat. U.S. Army veteran Phil Berger. What was his rank? How long did he serve? Saw information. That'd be very cool to know. 120 laps to go here at USA International. Joseph Kossi, he tries to close the gap now on Reese Schaefer. Again, Joseph Kossi keeps it in third gear. Let's ride on board with Reese Schaefer, who downshifts to fourth gear. And there's Kossi driving up to the back bumper. The advantage Reese takes on the straightaway does not offset the advantage Kossi gets on corner entry. Now Kossi. He's there. He sees Schaefer right in front of him along with lap traffic. Can he use it as a pick? He's going to get to the inside of Reese Schaefer. Side by side down the front straightaway. Kossi on the inside, and he will clear for the third position. Can Schaefer get him back? One more thing, we'll bring up Seth Berger once again. When there's a car close enough behind him, he said that he wants to still get a back bumper of his car. And we will, let's see if we can see it from Zala's front bumper. I don't think he's close enough, but let's see if we can. Zala still in the top 8. Good run for Zala. It's going to be hard to see, I think. Yeah, Zala can't really see it. But when we can, we'll get a look at Seth Berger's back bumper. He said, maybe it's going to be tough to see. We probably would need somebody right on his back end to see it. As Joseph Kossi drives away from Reese Schaefer, before we get around to pit stops, we're going to go full throttle here at USA. We just had an incident on the track. We're going to take a look at a replay here. This is Jason Miz. He slides and he hits the inside wall. And then Dan Park has just crashed right now. This is going into turn 1 and oh, big moment. I think Devin Smith. At a moment, but wow. That's what you miss on on full throttle. Obviously, that's not the intent, but just what we happened to miss. Jacob Zala being lined up by James Gilliard. I'm sorry, no, Tyler Markle being lining up James Gilliard for 9th position. Reese Schaefer has not gone away from Joseph Kelsey. That's still a second advantage, or a second margin between both of them. Dan Park sends it to the inside of James Gilliard. This is McClune on St. Cor. Viss, a battle for position. Battle for 12th. And the sliding out in front. Look at how hard these drivers are driving these cars in the center of the corner. So hard to control these cars, and when they have to keep it in third gear all the way around, the sliding up the track now from the 12 of St. Cor. They continue to battle for 12th. They go by the lap car. Devin Smith there in the 95. Tyler Markle continues to try to chase down James Gilliard. He's now under attack from faster cars, the lead lap cars of Reese Schaefer, in his own battle trying to chase down Joseph Kelsey. This is the helmet cam of Tyler Markle. And Tyler is shifting. Few drivers aren't the faster driver. Oh, Markle caught the apron yet to save it. But Tyler is shifting. Many drivers, the race leader Malenko is not shifting. Max Service is not shifting. Joseph Kelsey is not shifting. The top three are not shifting. Maurice Schaefer is. Cardulo is not. Brandon Richardson is not. Many of the faster drivers aren't, except Reese Schaefer. Reese Schaefer is about the only exception who is shifting, who is also fast. And oh! Speaking of which, Schaefer had to save it right there. He holds on, but he loses all the advantage he was trying to regain on Joseph Kelsey. And now he's falling into the clutches of possibly being passed by Landon Cardulo. Schaefer rolls the inside, trying to get around Tyler Markle so he can build up any advantage he can have over Landon Cardulo. And Cardulo, and he just had an off track. Cardulo did. Once again, Cardulo driving his way up through the field, and he goes round. We'll take a look at it. Just got loose. I think he saw some light. keeps it out the wall. That's going to lose him some time. Malenko's about to lap 5th place Landon Cardulo. Think about that. That is insane. Brandon Richardson is a lap down, but he's also 6th. The first driver 1 lap down. Malenko doing his work here at USA International. Max Service is here. Joseph Cossey's here. Reese Schaefer's here. Landon Cardulo's there. And there's the race leader. Tyler Markle can see Gilliard out in front of him now. Kevin Thompson as well, chasing down Tyler Markle for a top 10. And now Tyler under attack from Jeremiah Stutzman. That's going to open the door for Kevin Thompson. Thompson sends it in to the inside of the 42. And Cardulo's had another off track. Take a look at it. Oh man. Never mind, that was the same. Seth Berger's had an off track though. Oh no. He went around off of turn 4. Very slow spin, but able to keep it off the wall and get back going. He did not lose any positions from it. He is still, Seth Berger still in the 16th position. The race leader Malenko looking to put more than the top 5 a lap down. We still have so many laps to go as we approach 85 laps remaining in this race. So pit window is open to make it to the end. Kyle Lingerfelt, one of the drivers in. Race leader Malenko continues to stay out, and there's really no reason for him not to. If a caution comes out, he would screw himself by pitting early. Why not wait as long as he can? Nobody on the lead lap has come to pit road just yet. Now, the Park brothers are in. That's Dan Park is in and see, is he calling it? I don't know why he really towed, but it's not a promising sign. That is for sure. For any Dan Park fans out there. Mad Dog Train says Burger number 77 moving up. Great driving. Yes, indeed. And that's another spot for Seth. Never mind, that is not another spot, but Seth is still P16. Evan Smith is only 5 seconds up the road. A top 15 is in the cards for Burger. Can he play his cards right? Now Adam Gardner's entered the pit lane. Adam Gardner pits from the 20th position. And Adrian Schumacher has come in. No, I'm sorry, Reese Schaefer. Same Same initials, I guess. But reshaver Joseph Cossi is in as well to try to negate any advantage. Cardulo stays out. Probably not a good idea for Cardulo. Richardson's in as well. This is really the last opportunity for service, and service goes round. And he saves it. Truly beautiful save as race leader Malenko is in. Service has gone too wide. He's going to have to stay out another lap. Cardulo can't make it down. Gilliard is in. Josh McClune, Tyler Markle is in. But right now, Max Service is leading laps. I think this is a point move to get some points in his bag. He'll have Seth Berger following him in. Landon Cardulo is going to stay out and get himself a lap lead. Landon Cardulo, for the second week in a row, leading in the Outlaws Sim Series. Stay out again. I hope he doesn't run himself out of fuel like he did at Michigan. But, he's continuing to log laps in the lead with 75 laps to go. He still has to make his final stop. But what he is doing is setting himself up great if there's a slew of green-white checkers. Jacob Zolla, Kevin Thompson, Andrew St. Cor is in. And now Cardulo pits from the race lead. Malenko will take over the race lead after the start-finish line. So another lap to Cardulo's favor. Cardulo now falls behind Malenko. Now Joseph Cossi into second. In his short pit, he's now 5.5 seconds behind Malenko. And Malenko in traffic. Cossi at the moment is not. Can Cossi mount a charge on Malenko? What Malenko has over Cossi is fresher tires now. Jeremiah Stutzman is in. The Floridian. This is technically it's a home track race. I mean, one of Florida's many tracks on the schedule. Along with James Gilliard, the other Floridian. Now Malenko looking to put Cardulo a lap down. Cardulo not too far ahead of race leader Malenko. They're almost in the same frame. It's right on board with race leader Malenko. Look at the laps Malenko's putting together. See Kevin Thompson, good run going, son. And Thompson, yes, Thompson does have a decent run. He's in the top 10. It's a pretty good run, actually. And Kevin Thompson, as Devin Smith pits, has about he's 4 seconds behind James Gilliard. So it's not out of the question for Thompson to improve another spot. Again, I think the best story today is Brendan Richardson. 19 spots better from where he started. Andrew St. Cyr up 10 spots from where he started. Joshua McClune up 7. Doug Solms up 9. Devin Smith up 6. That's Smith on pit road. We'll see if he holds on to the 6th place advantage. He should. Seeing where Farron Elam Jr. is in relation. Gardner in the wall, but this should be an advantage for a time for us to see the back bumper of Seth Berger's car. No, not yet. I need to figure out how we're gonna do that. If Berger can maybe find a way around Schaefer, that'd be perfect. I know it's not for position, so he's not too worried about it. Plus, he shouldn't interfere with lead lap cars if he's not one, but it would give us an opportunity to look at that back bumper from the 77. League owner Adam Gardner hits the pit lane from 19th. Murkowski had the Malenko's lead trimmed down to 5.5 seconds. It's now 8 seconds. Malenko opens up that gap. Cardullo has also opened up the gap on Malenko with fresher tires. So he's not going to lap down anytime soon. If he can keep the car straight, Cardullo has a great opportunity to stay on the lead lap. And again, at the moment, only 5 cars on the lead lap. And now Seth Berger peeks to the inside of Schaefer. And now Cardullo is actually catching. This would be an opportunity for us to see the back bumper to 77. The nose. Let's see. It says thank you. We'll keep tabs on the actual battle at hand. This is the battle for 4th. Whichever. Cardullo. Thank you, Corporal Alex Palau. Private First Class, DeAngelo Williams. And Eduardo Cardenas for serving. There's those. Unless he wasn't told, I can't. I never saw Phil Berger from him. But nonetheless, of course, thank him for his service. If he actually did serve. And Cardullo now goes by Reese Schaefer for 4th. Cardullo mounting the late comeback. Can Cardullo maybe snag a podium? Max service is only 2.8 seconds up the road. Farron Elam Jr. has now hit the pit lane from the 17th position. He's getting ready to come back out. And he does so. Lap 211 to 265 coming around. 250 laps to go. It's getting pretty quiet. Let's see what is the most exciting on the track, and it's Richardson closing the gap on Lingerfelt. And Zala here to go a lap down to Richardson. And he continues like now. Tyler Markle in 14th. Not quite sure. He's about a lap. He's over a lap ahead and behind of his closest competition. Back to Richardson working his way through lap traffic. Lingerfelt under attack. That gap closing. There it is on your screen. The gap continues to close. There he is. Richardson is hunting for 6th. Anyway, 50 laps to go. One last time, let's send it to full throttle as battles start to get closer. Hopefully we'll pick them up right as they're happening. Welcome back to USA, and Richardson had a problem. He lost time and that was rough. Cardullo got past Reese Schaefer for fourth and continues to chase down Max Service. And I don't know exactly what happened to Richardson other than he got loose. That has been the name of the game today. It's to not lose the car and center an exit. Now Service under attack from Landon Cardullo. Once again, Cardullo is not shifting. Can't remember what Max Service is doing. I guess we'll take a look at it as Cardullo loses the car on entry. The power down. Man, oh man, it's so tough. Take a look at the time delta. It's actually been... Okay, that's actually to behind. You can get it going forward. It's kind of stagnated. Oh, that was a big gain from Cardullo. And he slides all over entry. Cardullo's now been losing time to Service, and this battle's starting to look lost. Cardullo needs to get the car under control if he's going to have any chance. Now Service continues to gain on Cardullo. Cardullo maybe needs to cool off the tires. Once again, take a look at the weather. Now 65 degrees, 72 track temp. It's gotten even cooler. It's actually gone past midnight in sim time. It's now 12:07 in sim. That is wicked. Wind's blowing north northwest. Now it's blowing north. Or is this just the direction of the car? Or is that is the wind blowing? No, I think that's the direction of the car. Or the wind to the car. No, it's just ever changing, I guess. But it's a mile per hour, so the wind is very, very little. Pit strategy today. It's been pretty simple. Zala's just been lagging today, so his strategy is not loaded in. But it's been a 2-stop race, 3 stints. Finishing off this final stint. Everybody's got some excess in hopes of being okay if there is a green-white checkered, but if there is one, I think everybody would come in the pit anyway. Cardulo has to hold on once again, and it's now looking like a lost cause in his quest for third. Here's Stutzman trying to roll up St. Cor. Right there. St. Cor slides on entry. It's going to give the spot almost easily to Jeremiah Stutzman. That was almost too easy for Jeremiah. Well, with 23 laps to go, things settling down. The action, it's happened in its own right. Very, very little overtakes. The last overtake was 18 laps ago, and that was Stutzman passing McClune for 12th. Now Stutzman's gotten by St. Cor for 11th. And then before that was 12 laps before Cardulo passed Schaefer for 4th. So we're kind of in our own little riding pattern. So let's go through the field then. I guess this would be the perfect time to go through the field, and Stutzman tries to hold on. And we'll find our way with last car running right now is Adam Gardner in the 19th position. Oh, was that a puff of smoke? Something just happened? Looks like we're okay, but Adam Gardner anyway, he's lost one spot from where he started. And just running his own. Adam Gardner again, P19. No, the expectations, there weren't really any coming into USA for a lot of drivers, to be quite honest, because nobody really knows what's going to happen at a track that's not a traditional NASCAR track. Doug Solms in 18th, he's up 9 spots from where he started. So good news there. Bad news is that was 27th, and a lot of those drivers have not finished the race. So good news for Solms is he's able to finish, and that is huge when it comes to if he was able to make the playoffs. Finishing these races is almost more important than where you run, especially because there's no stages, there's no points given out in the middle of the race. It's all about finishing position, so lasting to the end of these races is top priority. Farron Elam Jr. in his second ever Outlaws Sim Series start. He's down 8 spots from where he started. He was in 11th to start today. Now back to 17th. It's been a rough day, but good on him for sticking around. 17 laps to go. We find Devin Smith in P16 in his own lap by a couple of laps almost. 16th. He's had a few incidents. Of course, the opening lap incident where a lot of drivers got involved. He was in that. Reese Schaefer right now in the 5th position. You see on your screen, about to go a lap down to Malenko. We'll tag on with this right now. 16 laps to go. And Smith gets into the wall right in front of Adam Gardner. If they keep it straight, that would be rough for a yellow to come out at this point. Lappers anyway. Reese Schaefer trying to stay on the lead lap here. We'll carry on with Seth Berger. Berger Nation, he's 15th right now. This is where he started. Trying to see if he can gain on that now. From 15th, we'll find Tyler Markle in the 14th position. He's down 3 from where he started. Had an early first lap incident, and from then on has been trying to reel his way back up. Right now, 14th, trying to be on damage control with his points. Josh McClune, P13, he's up 7 from where he started as he gets by Andrew St. Cor. St. Clair up 8 from where he started. We'll find Jeremiah Stutzman just outside the top 10 here in 11th. He's down 5 from where he started. Stutzman's had the pace, was not able to put the race together. We'll find Kevin Thompson in 10th. Kevin Thompson and his fans rise up. A top 10 in the cards. Can he finish the final 12 laps? 4 spots up from where he started. We'll find James Gilliard, who's up 4 as well from where he started. Trying to hold on to 9, but Thompson gaining on this battle. Find Jacob Zala, who's been laggy McGee today, up 2 spots from where he started. Jacob Zala really likes this track, so it would be fitting for his first Outlaws Sim Series top 10 to be at a track he thoroughly enjoys. Brandon Richardson, the story of the day, the biggest mover of the day. In Formula 1, this would be driver of the day. 19 spots from where he started, and he almost was able to get Lingerfeld for 20. Lingerfeld's down 4 from where he started, but Lingerfeld set the standard high when he qualified second, and he's not had a bad day. He's just the first car 1 lap down. Reese Schaefer has changed that. Now is 5th. He's the 4th. He's down 4 from where he started. He set the standard by starting on pole. Was not able to hold up that end of the bargain, but another top 5 and Reese Schaefer's second ever Outlaws Sim Series start would do him well. Layden Cardulo trying to find a way to finish in the top 5, and right now looking good to do that. Started 5th, now 4th. That box is checked. Can he make it to the end? Well, with 9 laps to go, we will see. Cardulo has been plagued by very, very fast cars and not being able to put those races together. Max Service, on the other hand, has just had a slouch of a few races. I think a good top 3 would do him well at a short track that's known for clogging up and really getting into the trouble. Service has been doing well and holding station in 3rd. Joseph Cassi, the veteran himself, private first class in the United States Army for 4 years he served. Right now in 2nd position here at USA International, up 5 spots from where he started. With 7 laps to go, Joseph Cassi looking to just bring home a nice run. He knew he's fast, but he knew he was not as fast as the driver who's dominated today. He's almost in a 3-wide battle with lap cars. Right now, Malenko out in front in a league of his own. He's led almost every single lap today. 6.5 seconds his margin over Joseph Cassi. And with 6 laps to go, Malenko looking to bring it home in for his 3rd win of the season, potentially, with 5.5 laps to go, and to take top of the playoff standings all by himself and have a win over the rest of the playoff field. Farron Elam Jr. makes his way past Malenko, and now Reese tries to do so. Malenko is up 2 spots from where he started. And Malenko now comes around to 4 laps to go. That's how many cars he has left on the lead lap, himself and 3 others. It has been absolute domination, and Andrew St. Clair has gone off the track. We'll take a look at it. Oh, he drove off the track or something. Oh no, something must have gone wrong. There's a lot of damage on that car. See if we can see if anything happened before this. No, the car's just been damaged for a while. Find our way back live though as we come around. 2 laps to go. Malenko has absolutely dominated today. 265 laps, no problem for Malenko. Right now he's at 263. He rounds turn 4. And white flag is in the air one more time around from USA International. Lakeland, Florida has been phenomenal tonight. 1 caution. Everybody thought we were going to have a slew of yellows tonight. 1 caution as there's a laggy car right in front of the leader. Malenko wants to keep his distance, but he'll come off of turn 4, and for the 3rd time this season, Malenko wins at USA Contact. Schaefer loose. He holds on to it. And Tyler Marco's gone off the track. And we'll take a look at it. I think he's just wrecked it after the checkers. Oh my goodness! Big air time for Tyler Markle. Everybody's slamming into each other. The race is over. I think they're just finally done and they want to get out of here. We'll find Malenko burning it down on the front straight, almost getting hit by Andrew St. Cyr. Oh, Cardulo slams into him after the fact. My goodness. He's gonna want to just park it in victory lane, victory circle right here on the front straightaway. And I think that will do for him. We'll find a third place interview with third place finisher, driver of the number 81 Max Service and Max. Hard fought day, man, but I mean, you finished one spot better than where you started.
That's a start. I think I could have probably had second, but I did a nice little spin for everybody and threw that away. But still happy to come home third after that. I wasn't too confident in the car before this, so happy with that.
You were able to get to the checkers. That's it's a thing many people weren't expecting today. Everybody kind of thought today was going to be a caution fest, and then only the opening lap yellow. What was your thoughts on that?
I am beyond impressed. I mean, I thought we were going to have a bunch of them. And a lot faster. Scary, to say the least. I thought my just magnets to lap cars.
Fair enough. In lap cars today, you were one of 4 who were not a lap car at the end of the day. Does that have anything? Does that have any value to you, or was it just Malik absolutely ran away with it, and if it was any longer, you would have been joining them?
I think it has no value to anybody except for Malenko. I think he's the only one that doesn't care at all, you know. I mean, good for him laughing. Everybody went for it, but overall, I'm happy with it. I mean, I didn't think I had winning speed to begin with, so third's solid.
Fair enough. The strategy today was very straightforward. It was a 2-stop race. Was there thoughts on you maybe trying to short pit for any advantage, or were you just kind of going with the flow? You got a lap led there when Malenko came in, but what was kind of going through your mind through the first and second stop?
On the first run, the goal was to get the lap led, hoping Malenko short pit and get his little favor there to short pit and get the lap led. And then on the second pit stop, me and Malenko, I was going to follow him in, 85. He said 85 to go. When he said he was going to pit, I was going to come with him. And then we got to talking in chat, and we both kind of missed 85, and we both pitted when we needed to go.
Well, that's something. I've never heard drivers talking. Oh no, I was supposed to pit.
We kind of forgot. Just went down, then he said something. Wasn't paying much attention.
So 265 laps around a track that he only ran maybe a max of 40 back in rookie class. How did that feel?
It's fun. The track certainly changed a lot. It was certainly getting a lot looser at the end off the corner, but I think that's mainly my fault for having brake bias too low and just destroying the right rear off the car. At the end there, I was sliding off the corner and into the corner and just come close to catching Ozzy.
Um. Well, I mean, I guess that will do it. Let me just check what's up next. I think next is Chicagoland. How are you feeling about Chicagoland? Next is Nashville. I'm sorry. That's another challenge that we haven't had Xfinity cars. We haven't had NASCAR stock cars at Nashville in a while, and never on iRacing. Fair enough. From one short track to a next, a good third place run today. Can he replicate it next week? Anyway, congratulations on your third place finish today. Best luck to you next week at New Hampshire or Nashville. And that was third place finisher, driver of the number 81, Max Service. And now we're joined with second place finisher, driver of the number 88. It's number 9 on your screen, but number 88 in scoring, Joseph. But second place today, Joseph. Up 5 spots from where you started. What happened in qualifying that kind of had you mired back in 7th?
I just didn't have it. I guess everybody found more speed than I did, and I didn't have it.
Fair enough. At the end of the race, I think it was 6.5 seconds the gap between you and Malenko. Is there anything you had for him? Anything you could have done different?
No, I didn't have it. I was lucky to jump Max. I think in the pits. I think that was the only opportunity I got to get to Max, was jumping him in the pits.
Fair enough. So I know the goal, I mean, it would have been nice to win, but I don't know if that was necessarily the goal today. Was the second place what you expected?
I'll take the second. I wasn't even expecting the second. I was expecting maybe a top 5, but hey, you're in second.
Speaking of top 5, only 4 drivers finished on the lead lap. Does that have any value to you?
Yeah, that was a brutal race. Very brutal.
I say it was definitely a race of attrition. 265 laps, and not a single one of them were easy. How did you feel after 265 laps around here?
My knees are killing me. I'm trying to get out of my freaking race rig right now. I need VA to give me that cane that they ordered me.
Oh boy. That being said, just once again, what does it mean? I guess a second place finish on Veterans Day for you.
I'll take it. It was a rough race. Slick. You're getting a lot of throttle control. Second's better than freaking anything or going backwards.
Oh, for sure. We watched some of the visor cams to see all of y'all, every single driver sliding through these corners. So it looked like a lot of fun. Next week we head to Nashville. Oh, sorry, go for it.
We might as well been on the third track of this track.
It looked like it. It really did. And you know what? It is just past midnight in sim time. It was really cold out there.
Yeah, it was. I heard my, what you call it, crew chief. He said it's down to 65 degrees. I'm like, God dang, man.
But we head next week to Nashville, another track. We haven't had Xfinity cars on. What are your thoughts on Nashville? How are you feeling about it?
Raced Nashville already a couple times in Parka, and I've done an Xfinity race in my other series I did, and they're rough. It's not an easy track to get around. It's gonna be loose off coming off of 2.
Fair enough. So you're thinking more the same that we had today?
Probably a little bit easier, but
Alright.
still gonna be difficult.
That being said, last question. I'll let you get going here, because I know you're feeling it. Kind of expected a. Oh, okay. I know we expected a caution fest, but only one caution. What are your thoughts on that? Did you expect one caution? There was a few spins, but oh no, I had you muted the whole time. I'm so sorry. So I'll just ask, how did it feel? How does it feel finishing second on Veterans Day, uh, and then, well, yeah, how did it feel, and how did it feel finishing second on Veterans Day today?
Yeah, felt great. And today's my daughter's birthday. She
Oh,
was
that's
born on
awesome.
Veterans Day. She was born on Veterans Day 4 years ago. But next week is gonna still just be as brutal. It's probably not gonna be as brutal as this week. So
Well, fair enough. Well, we'll let you get to it anyway. I know you said your knees are hurting, so we'll let you get to it. Congratulations on the second place finish, and yeah, best of luck to you next week in Nashville.
appreciate it, Emerson. Good job.
Thank you. And that was Joseph Kelsey, driver of the number 88. And Max Service, I know you couldn't hear his interview. I'm so sorry for that. But Max Service said more of the same. He didn't really hold any value to finishing on the lead lap, and he thought he could have gotten Joseph if he didn't spin. But that being said, Max Service was just happy to get a third place and get out of here. And yeah, now we'll be joined with race winner, driver of the number 7, and for the third time this season, Malenko, win. 265 laps, and everybody was sliding. It looked brutal. How was it for you?
Extremely tight, to the point of just debating if I'm driving a boat or a car.
So you weren't sliding in any way, or was it just pushing tight and then you would slide trying to turn it?
I was pretty much tight the whole way through the corner until just about the exit. When the bank, like you're driving, because how the banking is almost off the corner, you're almost driving up the banking on the exit of the corner. You're not really driving with the banking on the exit. You're driving up it on the exit.
All right.
So that's why you tend to get loose through there.
So everybody thought this was going to be a caution fest, or I mean, we had only one caution. Was that what you were expecting, or were you expecting more?
Not even a little bit. I was when we got the first caution, I think on lap 2, I was like, "Here we go." Especially when we watched that practice, I was like, "Oh, this is the beginning of hell." Which, in the end, it was still hell. 200 about 50 laps straight of just pushing around a little ass fucking short track. That is hell. No matter where you finish, you end the race. Probably Army Dad probably said this when he was here, because he said it would have. Everyone was tired. Everyone about 180 laps in was tired.
He said his knees hurt. I didn't ask him, I guess, on the driver status, but yeah. So Max Service let me in on the fact that you and him both missed the stop because y'all were talking.
Yeah, on lap. We were going to pit on lap 180, but we started talking on like 170, and then I looked down and I was like, wait, Max, we didn't pit yet.
Have you ever had that moment where you've just been so caught up in a conversation you forget to pit? Or
me all the time, Max, I don't know, but me all the time.
So now, I mean, you were already at the top of the playoff standings because of your point standing plus your 2 wins, but now you're solo at 3 wins. How does that feel? I know we're halfway through the regular season, and we got a couple of road courses coming up, and next week Nashville, still a short track, so it's looking pretty good for you.
You're just trying to get all the playoff points I can. The playoff races for me aren't particularly great, except for like the second round. So playoff points is going to be especially important, especially when you get to the third round, because the third round is like Dega, Richmond, and what's the other? Charlotte Oval. So one race I'm not good at, I'm going to know Charlotte. Dega, which anything can happen, and Richmond, I'm going to have to drive my heart out to make up for the other two races. So playoff points are, at least for me, are a must.
Fair enough. And next week we're at Nashville, another track we don't traditionally take Xfinity cars to. How are you feeling? It's another short track.
Well, I don't really know my opinion on Nashville. It hasn't been on the service much. In the Tour and Super Late models that I've run there, I've done good driving them, but it's, at least in those cars, it's a short track like Bristol. It feels like anyone can be good at it. It's not a particularly hard short track.
Fair enough. And yeah, I guess 265 laps. I don't know how many laps you didn't lead. I know it wasn't many you didn't lead.
I think I led 238 out of them.
Oh, you kept count. Wow.
Well, no, Seth told me. Well, I guess he
okay.
looked at the results.
Okay. But yeah, is this the most laps you led in an iRacing league race?
Oh, for iRacing League race, of course.
I'll leave it at that. We're not gonna dive back into console. That's what we left. We don't want to go back to that. But yeah, so I that's definitely a staple for you to remember. Third win on the season that puts you solo at the top of the playoff standings. And yeah, congratulations on the third win of the season. Best luck to you next week in Nashville. And yeah, hopefully we're talking to you then.
Yep, thank you.
And that was race winner, driver of the number 7, Malinkos. He pulls into victory circle there in front of you. And, well, what a race. Again, everybody thought this is going to be a wreck fest. I guess before that, we'll go through the, we'll go through the results, shall we? Let's take a look at the race results. And there you see Malenko top of the results with the win. 4 cars on the lead lap. Joseph Cossi 6.5 back. Max Service nearly 10 back. And Landon Cardullo nearly 16 seconds back. Reese Schaefer finishes 5th, 1 lap down. Kyle Lingerfeld 6th, 2 laps down over Brandon Richardson 7th. Jacob Zala 8th. That will wrap up 2 laps down. We fall back to 3 laps down with James Gilliard 9th. Kevin Thompson rounds out the top 10. Jeremiah Stetson comes home 11th, 3 laps down. Now down to 4 laps down, we'll find Joshua McClune and Andrew St. Cor. 5 laps down, Tyler Markle comes home P14 over Seth Berger. 7 laps down, Devin Smith. And 9 laps down, Theron Elam Jr. We'll find Doug Solms in 18th with 15 down. Adam Garner finishes 19th, 29 down. Daniel Park, 20th, 96 laps down. Jason Miz, 21st, 111 laps down. Eric Peck, 22nd, 115 laps down. Benjamin Park, 23rd, 134 laps down. Andrew Pratt, 24th, 164 laps down. Matthew Setzer, 25th, 168 laps down. Adrian Schumacher, 236 laps down in 26th. 27th, Justin Wood, 241 laps down. 28th, Garrett Velzy, did not take the start. 265 laps down. That being said, of course, remember, today's charity, being it's Veterans Day, it is the Wounded Warrior Project. Make sure you donate to the Wounded Warrior Project, especially today being Veterans Day. It would mean the most. It makes the most sense. In order to do this, make sure you go to our Facebook page, Outlaws Sim Series. It is just on your screen. Go there on a post about today's race. There'll be a donation button that goes straight to this charity. And all proceeds go straight through Facebook to this charity, and how it's divided from there is beyond us, but it would mean the most to donate to them on the behalf of the Outlaws Sim Series, especially with it being Veterans Day and Canadian Remembrance Day. Doing our part to recognize veterans, and these are just some of the veterans we have in the series. and family members of drivers in the series. Of course, John Mickey, one of our race controllers, a sergeant for the U.S. Marine Corps, and Private First Class Joseph Cossey. We talked to him just a few moments ago for the United States Army. Again, family members and more. And to every military service man or woman, active or being a vet now, thank you for your service, regardless of what country you represent, making the ultimate sacrifice to defend your nation and represent your nation. So good on you, and again, thank you for your service. And that being said, once again, a huge congratulations to race winner Malenko on his 3rd win on the season, solo top of the playoff standings. And yeah, next week we head to Nashville. It's gonna be fun. iRacing's new track on the service. It's going to be absolutely insane. Like drivers, like Malenko just said, it's like a Bristol, and it's banked, and it's going to be absolutely insane. I can't wait. We thought today's race was going to be a caution fest. It wasn't. That being said, that's going to conclude today's coverage of the Outlaws Sim Series from USA International Speedway. Thank you for tuning in this Wednesday. Tune in next Wednesday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Nashville. You're not going to want to miss it. Once again, y'all stay safe. Thank you, veterans, inactive military members, for all your service. We'll see you next Wednesday night.